Hi Aquarius, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. Okay guys, what we're going to do is we're going to do a read for you and that other person. This will be October 16th through the 31st, 2019, and let's see what's in store for you. I'm going to use a plethora of cards, okay? We're going to just kind of dive in and see from different angles what the cards want to say, and I want to use the different decks to maybe get different messages coming through. So let's see what's in store. Now, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Please, those of you that are current subscribers, please continue to like, subscribe, and note your comments below. I really, truly, totally appreciate it. I'm excited for the second half of October. This is like my favorite time of the year too. I love this time, and it's you can just feel the change of the seasons that are taking place. So I'm very excited. So let's see what's in store for you here. Okay, if you'd like a personal read, of course, that taps into your personal energies, then go to theguidedintuitive.com somewhere up here and we'll get you going. Okay, keep in mind that this is a general read. Okay, so we're just going to tap in to some of the general energies, and we're going to see what wants to come out. You might resonate more with one side than the other side, so just note that. Feel free to reverse the messages. That's totally fine. Okay, and thank you all that have been booking the Beyond the Reads that are looking to rid of the negative emotions and limiting beliefs and just want to travel on their journey in a much lighter way. So if you're interested in that or like to know more, click the information above here, and then we'll actually get you going. Okay, all right, let's do this, guys. Okay, let's do this. All right, let's see, let's start with you, and let's talk about the situation as it is right now. What is the situation as it is right now? Okay. Ooh, we've got some passion. You could be doing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, some type of fire energy. Now that might be coming from you, or perhaps that someone is coming on the way. So I'm just saying there is some passionate night energies. And as you well know, nights are about motion. So they're taking action. They're moving forward with a lot of passion here. So what this tells me is that they're very romantic. They're very charming. But if you take a look at this guy on the horse, right, just kind of take a look at it. And really keep in mind that it's more about the energies here. That person is a little bit scared as they're moving forward, right? It's kind of like, whoa, this is going out of hand here, you know. So at the same time, this person might be moving forward and might have some alternative motives in some way, maybe a little hesitant, smidge in some way. So I just want to let you know, it's because sometimes they come in real fast and they leave real fast. So, and that could be you and just your energy, because a lot of times when I do the reads for you and the other person, it could be a situation. So for those of you that are not, new to my channel, this can be a situation. So this could be yourself, it could be you dealing with another person, just doesn't have to be romantically. That other person could be a friend, a family member, as well as a significant other or a potential love interest. Okay, so just note that. Now I do want to pull. I so want to use our grounded earth oracles, because through the process, so I want to see what wants to come out. So there's a lot of passion moving forward. So the relationship right now represents the current moment that there's a lot of passion, or passion is building here. Okay, what else wants to come through for you here? Surface. Yeah, things are coming to the surface. Okay, that of which has been hidden is now becoming more I guess what's the word that I'm thinking of? Visible, I should say, right? So that is of which was buried underwater is now floating up to the surface. So it could be someone that has been keeping their emotions from you, or you might be keeping your emotions to from someone else, but it's coming to the surface, guys. Okay, so it's gonna come no matter what. So I want you to be aware of that. All right, so just note that it's coming to the surface. So whatever it has been hiding, whatever, a situation, relationship, whatever, it is now coming up, because what I see here is what was once asleep is now coming up. Okay, it's about getting to know the truth of the situation. Maybe there's going to be a temporary upheaval of some sort. That could much very well be the case, but this is saying to really judge someone on their actions. So if this has to do with a relationship, judge that person. This is talking about on their actions, and the beauty that they are bringing into this world. Okay, so that's what this card begs to talk about here. And because sometimes, you know, that of which that is under here, there's could be a lot of pressure, and this pressure wants to erupt, this pressure wants to come out, and this pressure wants to be seen. So what this is saying is that regardless of what you think about or what's going to happen, this is just saying that there's going to be a shift. Okay, and because life exists under there, there's life that exists under there, and it can't be buried. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. Okay, so what's going to happen is whatever was dark is now coming to light, and there's going to be a lot of gold and gems that are going to become of this, and of what is being brought to the surface. Okay, so, you know, just beneath our mountains, beneath our oceans, right, is mounds of rock, you know, some real strong rock. And this is about, you know, these are shifts. They're rocks that have been created through shifts and collision of the earth. Okay, and that is what is happening internally in terms of this relationship. There has been some shifts, there's been some collisions, and then, you know, whatever the case may be, you're gonna know, so note your comments below. But that's what I'm finding here. But what's happening and what's the truth, I think the real essence of everything is now coming and bubbling up to the surface, and it's allowing it to bloom. If you can see the flower there, it's coming up to bloom, right? And so that of which is beneath, and it's look like this person, it's definitely like in water, that of which is sleep is now is going to be awakened, right? And this is really talking about that, that, you know, as we delve into the darkness, really beneath the surface of the oceans and such, and in our subconscious as well, is that we are able to find gold and other beautiful gems, right? If we look for gold in the rock, in the rivers, you know, and that type of thing, you find veins of beautiful gold and gems and crystals and all of those beautiful things. So this is saying, let things come to the surface, you know, of this situation. Okay, and take it as part of the diversity that you have in this relationship or in this situation, Aqua. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. That, yeah, I think that's really it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's it. So let's talk about what it is about your feelings right now. Let's talk about your feelings. What wants to come out regarding your feelings, okay? Balancing. So it looks like, Aqua, that you're balancing something right now. That this could be your life, this could be a relationship, maybe catching your breath, just really balancing your emotions and trying to keep that stable. You could be working on two things, or perhaps have two lovers as well. So because I do want to bring that up, you also could have two different work scenarios that you're working with, maybe two different jobs, maybe a side hustle as well as a full-time job of some sort. So that might be the case too. And, you know, I just saw that on the news that about like over 86% of us have a side hustle, which is so cool. So I think that a lot of us are becoming a lot more entrepreneurs, and we're learning to balance things out, you know, balancing our schedules, balancing emotions, you know, whatever that takes. So it's kind of cool, but that's what I'm seeing here. But yeah, this looks like you're just really balancing things out. You know, the twos are about duality, right? So it is talking about that. And in the Pentacles, it's talking about that, you know, being adaptable and being very balanced in whatever it is that's happening for you right now. So that's what's coming in. Let's see what our Sacred Earth cards want to say about this as well. Clarity. This is so cool because as you balance things out, you know, speaking of crystals, right? We see that, you know, that of which is of abundance, the amethyst down here. And it's so funny that we just happen to be talking about the rock and the formations and things coming up to the surface, and what is below is a gem, a crystal of great value, of beauty. And so this is a card of clarity. And this, I think, by balancing yourself, you're bringing in a lot more clarity to yourself and into this relationship. So I think for both of you being balanced and being able to grow on your own, whether in a relationship or in a situation, that it allows you to become a lot more balanced. But you have to take that and use it as a boundary for yourself. You know, if you are feeling off balance, this is a signal for, yes, you need to get a little bit more balanced as it relates to, you know, a situation that you're in. It could be a work situation. It could be a new living arrangement. It could be a you know, some sort of relationship or a situation that's at hand. Let's see what else that the tarot wants to say, what wants to come out over here. What else? Anything else? Balancing love perhaps with your work as well. Okay, So this is a little reminder, hence the little buzzing, backing up in terms of warning. So it's definitely warning you to balance things out, but it does looks like it has to do with love. Now, some of you might be dealing with a Leo, and I'm just saying because it's coming out here, or a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone carrying on these types of energies, whether it be you or another person. But I think that your feelings right here is that you've got love for someone and you're balancing things out, but what you're doing is stepping back and balancing yourself to get the clarity, to really get crystallize what that is and what that looks like for you. I think is really, really key. I think that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. So it's beautiful. You're getting the clarity that you do need to have in your love life, okay? And this is also about when you balance yourself through this and through love. This amethyst here does provide protection, okay? So if you feel that you need protection, let's see this woman and this, hiding behind all of the leaves in there, and it's because that she hasn't kind of reached that clarity to come out. And I really think that she's maybe getting involved in nature, getting out in nature and doing what he or she needs to do to really get the clarity, bring out the gems from the surface, right? Or to get the advice. But it is about protection. It also is, it is just beautiful. It is the purple is having to do with the higher self, right? And the spirit. And there's a lot of flowers within here that's blooming, and it's about healing. It's all about purifying yourself, getting the clarity. You probably come out of something, Aqua, is what I'm seeing here. Is that you probably come out of something that maybe you felt that you had to hide, but I think now that you're actually getting the clarity that you need, and it is all about offering, it's like amethyst is also about success. So I think you're getting clarity and success as it relates to a relationship and getting balance. Okay, that's what I'm seeing for you here, Aqua. This is really cool. This is really cool. All right, so let's take a look at a little bit more about what the obstacles or blocks are in this situation. Okay, the situation in this relationship, whatever it is. Let's see what wants to come out for you here. Okay. Ooh, so there's some sort of new beginning. Okay, so you may have moved to a different area. You may have had a new beginning at work, in life overall, a new beginning in terms of a relationship, whether it's a past or a current relationship. But I really feel that you're starting at zero on the hero's journey. You're completely starting over. And this is beautiful because every now and then we need that fresh page to change so we can just take in a fresh, a breath of air and be willing to kind of go on a brand new journey, maybe quite different than what it was in the past. And you can take all those lessons you've learned from the past with you, but you don't have to take the baggage with you because you see this traveler travels light, okay? So I almost feel that the fool is no fool because they are traveling very, very light, moving forward, the sun at the back with confidence and, willing to take a risk in terms of this process, okay? And using as you see the fools looking up at the universe, looking up at their source of some sort, something higher than themselves, they're going to be okay. They're not going to step up here because they're looking for the guidance and they're following their own intuition, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here. This is what I find is coming through. It's like your partner's feelings is also very similar to yours. I almost feel like you have this new beginning. This new beginning at this time. So your partner may also have a new beginning at this time. Okay, I just want to let you know. Okay, a new beginning, a fresh start. Let's see what else wants to come through. Yeah, and they're being influenced by love. They're being influenced also by the third eye. You can see that that's highlighted on here. A dove is about love and purity and the divine, and also the different phases of the moon. So this is quite beautiful. Using the moon to help guide them in the process. The purity of animals, especially the dove because it indicates love, right? So that's what I see coming through here. But it's beautiful. I think that there is a new beginning for this person, and love is being the influence in the process. I think that maybe they've been influenced by you in some way and it wants them to go on some sort of new beginning. They want a fresh new beginning with you, and they're actually this is saying the influence is about, it's about be cautious of giving influence on just assuming things. So I guess what this wants you to do is to don't go by assuming things. Really understand what's happening in this situation and in this relationship. Don't paint it what you want it to be. I think what you do is don't assume things. Really check things out a little bit more in detail and be open to even new ideas and new perceptions, Aqua. And that's what I see coming through if you resonate with this. But this person is as I think is doing their homework and putting things into practice as it relates to love. I really feel that they're that believing that if they believe they're unworthy or they're unlovable or they're incapable, you know, just because they feel that way doesn't make it so. This is saying that they need to be conscious of their thoughts relating to love and the opinions of love and their values of love, and because it's influencing their journey right now. Okay, so that is the partner's feelings. There is influence of love, and they're using their third eye. They're understanding how to be open to new ideas and new perspectives. They're on a brand new journey as it, I think, pertains to love. They want a new beginning, and that they have a purpose to fulfill. They do. It is, and it may be beyond the knowing of their physical world, but it's not beyond knowing of their soul, and they know they need to start over, and they know that something in this connection needs to start over, needs to have a new beginning, a breath of fresh air. So anyway, that's what I see coming through here. Let's see if anything else wants to come out through here. I'm going to pull some from another card deck over here. On another journey, but a traveler's journey. Support is all around them. Okay, so this is just saying that support is around them right now, and as they continue down their journey, even though they're not sure where it's going to be, they're focusing on the rainbow, and they'll know how they'll have feathered friends along the way, kind of just like this dove coming through. Birds are very kind of prominent here, and there is going to be support along the way. They just put one step in front of the other, and support's going to keep coming in for them. So they're going to meet fellow travelers along the way. So this is quite beautiful. Let's talk about the obstacles and blocks in this situation. What are the obstacles and blocks in the situation? What do we have? There is some friction, okay? So interesting. And that's what I see come through here. So how funny is this? So you can see this is friction, and it's kind of like this person is kind of moving away kind of from the friction that is here. And what this tells me is that this is just saying that yes, there is going to be times where things aren't going to go the way that you want to, and perhaps you know, you've had friction with someone in your life, okay? Because there's been obstacles and blocks here. It could be, this is saying forget the tone of the person, focus on the person's words right now, okay? That's what it wants you to do, all right? Focus on this person's words, okay? Especially if there's an uncomfortable conversation, there's an uncomfortable discussion of some sort, that's what's coming into play here. And once you get a clearer understanding, you know, of things, you'll be able to do that once you kind of change your positioning to listening to the words and not so much the tone. Don't be worn down by an argument. If you feel that's something that's already come or has been coming, or don't get worn down by it. Just pull back your emotions until the real truth, Aqua, starts to reveal itself on its own. Okay, so this is saying yes, life, the journey's not going to be without any friction, and there are some obstacles and blocks here as it pertains to this situation. But back down. Don't be worn down by an argument. Don't let someone talk over you, or no. Step back from the situation. Let things kind of play out a little bit, and pull back on all of the emotions in here, and let the truth kind of come out into light on its own. Okay, organically, because the truth will soon reveal itself, is what it's talking about. So it's not without friction, okay? And this, allowing this to change, let go of the past, right? And any past certainties, and just let it open things up to the clear clear space that's going to be available to you when you do this. Okay, so yeah, just if you find someone that's doing that, just pull back the engagement, be kind. And also you can kind of soften the argument or the situation by doing that, okay? And also having respect. I think that's very, very, yeah. Yeah, it's just about, it's about harnessing friction. Let's see what else are the blocks or obstacles from this. What is the blocks or obstacles in this situation or in this relationship? Lie back, rest, and relax. You know that free space we were talking about to step back and relax from friction? This is what it wants you to do. Open that clear space to let some sunshine through. This is to feed you. This is about creating boundaries for you, okay? So you need to step back and kind of watch those clouds, if they happen to be gray, go by, so you can get the clarity will come through, okay? And that could again be that truth that this other card was talking about. Anything else in terms of blockages that want to come out? Yeah, and you'll be totally recognized. People are going to see, they're going to be, they see that you're being recognized. This is about success, right? It's a 6 cards. 6 are about new growth, right? This is about growth for you. Maybe in the past you wouldn't do what you stand back, and maybe you jump into the argument, but this is saying the best approach would be to stand back because you'll be truly recognized for that, maybe by this other person or by others. But this is about growth for you and growth in the situation or growth in the relationship. Yeah, that's what I see. The 6s are about, self-confidence. It is about making progress in the relationship or in the situation. So what's your best approach going through? Let's see what that is. What is that? What is your best approach going through? This is interesting. What's your best approach? Queen of Swords, right? Cutting things out, maintaining your boundaries, but also being firm, having respect and being kind, and trying to talk things over. You know when to use your boundaries and what to cut things out. So this is really good. This is taking on that type of energy. And I feel this is you because this is the air energy. Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. And I feel this is you're taking on that Queen of Swords type energy, and you're having influence on this, and you're being very calm, you're being very intuitive, and you're being very compassionate in this process, okay? But you know what you know, okay? So that's what this is saying, okay? Let's see anything else that can clarify that a little bit. Formation. Your best approach, yeah, this is interesting, because when I get this card, that it's like things are coming, now they're coming together in a beautiful new way, okay? Let your emotions settle a little bit, and let them form for yourself, rather than being all scrambled a little bit. Again, that's that taking a step back a bit to kind of look at things over, because again, that observe and reserve the judgment, as we talked about in terms of those blocks and obstacles. Reserve your judgment, because soon all's going to become clear. Everything is going to be revealed. Okay, so when in this situation, whatever, it's going to be revealed. Okay, so just is really just it's going to get better, but play with the kind of like the sense of yourself. Play with bouncing it off other people, and challenging it, and pulling it apart and adding to it. So this is about, just let things come to some sort of formation before you make a decision, before you have some sort of judgment of some sort or anything of the sort there. Yeah, because kind of once the dust settles, you're going to have a different take on this, and like this whole new world is going to be kind of revealed in front of you, and you're going to look at it differently. So that's why I kind of bring this up. Let your emotions build some sort of formation that you can kind of be able to say, yeah, this is kind of how I'm feeling, and I think that that's going to be really, really key. Because if you speak too early or you make judgment too early, things can spin out of control, and then it might not be the same perspective. So it really, if you waited just a little bit longer. So, yeah. So just, I think that's one of the key things. What is the potential future? So the best approach is allow things to have formation, keep your boundaries. That's kind of the big thing here. And I think that's very, very key. What is your potential future? Your potential future in this situation. What is that? Infinite abundance. This is so cool. I love these cards because they're so just fun and just, I don't know, there's something about them that they're so rich in color and it's just beautiful. I just love the colors. But this is saying that, you know, abundance is truly pouring into your life as you see it. This is neat because maybe before, Aqua, that you would maybe jump and make a decision, or jump and wait before the feelings kind of had enough time for the dust to settle and you could gain that real true perspective of what you want to say, what you want to do in this situation, what's that next step in a relationship, do I want to move forward with that person, you know, whatever. But this is saying there's a lot of abundance that is coming into your life right now, and this is about the potential future. So this actually is about the outcome of the relationship or the situation. And so if you feel that, you know, you're in a new situation that you've never been in and you've taken some risk, this is saying you have some infinite abundance that is coming your way. Okay, I'm going to pull a tarot card to see what else wants to come through for you here. What is that? Here it is. The moon. Yeah, remember how I just said that some things are hidden and you're just not sure? This is a major arcana card. So this is just, you know, basically telling me that, hey, at this time that there could be some things that are hidden. And this is saying is that you really use your intuition. Get rid of all of the illusions of things, okay? Get rid of the fear, okay? And this is saying to move beyond that and to use your intuition in the process, and to continuously move forward, because that of which is unseen, there's a sun behind the moon that wants to shine bright, okay? And I really feel that this is about getting rid of your fear of moving forward, so you don't miss those opportunities, because I have this feeling that you had opportunities that you were just missing because of maybe some sort of fear, or maybe you were wrapped up in some sort of illusion and now things are becoming clear because you're allowing your emotions to take formation before speaking, right? And before maybe you hadn't done that, and when you did jump into it, it created a lot of friction, right? So again, this is just saying to lie back, you know, rest, relax. And it's saying because you're going to be recognized. You're going to recognize almost yourself even, because this is a wreath of success. This is really beautiful. Anything else in terms of the potential future, okay? Now remember, you have your own free will to choose, you know, your path. Aha, this is about balance. This could be in a relationship or in a situation. So in a relationship, what you're looking for is balance. In emotions, what you're looking for is balance. In a change in a life cycle, if you've taken a risk, you're moving to a new job, you're moving to, you know, a new area, this is saying, hey, you know, let things get balanced a little bit before you take on that next step. And that next step, even though you feel that things are urgent, this is about, you know, balancing things out, okay? Truly, you know, finding that balance. This is beautiful. This is really beautiful. You know, and it could be about two people finding balance in a relationship finally, that they finally are seeing, you know, eye to eye, right? And it is about, you know, it is if you, you know, kind of deny any issues and you don't bring up issues, that you are just, the problem can actually worsen. So what this is talking about is to aim to manage the stress, and that of your emotions is going to be key, rather than you know, try to reduce them. You know, don't try to eliminate them, because you're always going to have emotions, but try to reduce the stress, right? And reduce the avoidance, right? Because the avoidance doesn't make something go away. It just delays the issue right at hand. So that's what's kind of coming through here. So and the biggest thing too is, if you're going through a difficult time right now, Aqua, one of the biggest things to do right now is to turn that into an advantage. How can you at this time take a difficulty in this situation right now, or in this relationship, and turn that into a positive that's going to help propel you and go to that next level? So looking at it differently from a different perspective is going to really, really help, because it's almost like a challenge in a situation takes on it kind of brings incentive to you to do something better, okay? To do something better. It helps you overcome your fear, any sort of fear that might be standing in the way, okay? So this is really, really beautiful. Face all that comes your way, and just trust in your ability, Aqua, to face your challenges and to be able to overcome the fear successfully, okay? All right, this is what wants to come through. So this is beautiful, all right? And what is it that you may not want to hear but need to know? Okay, let's going to pull from the root cards and see what wants to come out, okay? Let's see what that is, okay? What is that here? Oh my gosh, this is so cool. So this is really interesting. This wants you to listen to a professional. Okay, don't rely on your friends. Okay, and don't rely on the internet. This really wants you to listen to a professional. Okay, very interesting. If you're in a situation, this wants you to ask an expert in that situation. Okay, that might need some help with. Okay, because this is you definitely. Things could be happening as it relates to your position, and what you might want to do is to change perspective or reevaluate. So that's what's coming through. Anything else that wants to come through? Let's see what that is. Wow. Very interesting. You guys, this is the weirdest thing. In one moment, I get ask an expert, right? Ask an expert. And then the next moment, I get figure your stuff out on your own. Okay, so very interesting. I'm going to pull a final card on this to see what else wants to come out, because I'm getting both energies that I think will be coming through here. So let's see what this is. This is so interesting, guys. So interesting. What is the final one here? Don't give away your power. This is saying don't give away your power and stand up, in your power. So I think some of you know what this is. This is start figuring out all this stuff on your own that that's been holding you back. Okay, whatever that is for you, if in this relationship or in this situation, and then also get some advice from a professional. But this is saying you have the power to make your own decisions. You are a badass and act like it. So what you need to do is to take maybe the information from both sides, what your intuition, what your soul's heart is saying, getting an expert opinion and on a situation, and then at that point move forward. Okay, so there you go. I hope that resonated with you guys in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you second half of the month. And until then, namaste.